Yellow, and welcome to the live stream. Today is gonna be a quick one. We are actually do some testing. We testing a new feature from Streamlabs that this feature is actually going to allow you to bring in guests, with a kind of built-in feature. So if you use OBS or you use obviously Streamlabs to stream, you know how hard it is to actually get to bring guests into your stream. One of the best ways to actually, my way, the way I do it, I use a software called Video Ninja. I know some other people, especially OBS users or Streamlabs, they actually tend to use Zoom or Teams or any other conferencing apps to be able to actually bring in guests and do some audio, some window capture and stuff like that. But actually today Streamlabs just dropped a new feature that will actually allow you to bring in guests inside, kind of a built-in kind of thing inside Streamlabs, which is cool. Now if you're not a Streamlabs user, actually Streamlabs is like it's like OBS. It's like a version of OBS, but Streamlabs is more actually is easier to use. You got some presets, some pre-made presets for you, and if you're actually not using it, I will actually encourage you to check it out, because it could be something that may actually become your new software for streaming either on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. If you're a gamer, it's even better. So just full disclosure, today's stream is actually sponsored by Streamlabs. Obviously we are doing the test for this new feature. Now the feature is actually called COLLAB CAM. Okay, so it's a way you can actually send a link to somebody using Streamlabs. And in fact today I have my friend Steve that we're actually testing it together, and I was able to send him a link, and I'm gonna actually bring him in the stream here to be able to see if this thing works. Obviously it just came out, maybe we're gonna have some issues, so let me see if I can actually bring Steve in. Steve, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right,
I hope that everyone can see me.
yeah, hopefully. Let me go ahead and just do some changes here. I changed my setup, so I want to be able to see you on the stream. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
No, this is not good the way I'm doing it. See if I...
Yeah, I'm watching the stream on my phone right now, and it's looking pretty good.
It looks good on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so I think
You're a little off.
Am I?
You're
Oh, okay. I guess I have to move it a little bit like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we should be good. Yeah, I need the monitor somewhere here. Oh, hold on a second. Maybe I could do something here. Hey guys, if you have questions, let me know in the chat. Feel free. We're just doing some testing here, nothing serious. If you have any question, anything that relates to streaming, it could be streaming or cameras, anything, switchers, whatever you have, let us know in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. But other than that, so Steve, on your end, what do you see right now?
So on my end, what I see right now is like an interface of I see you on this side on my right, and I see my camera on the left.
Okay.
And it's like an interface on like Zoom or on anything else, really, something that you're very familiar with. You can.
Okay.
I see the mute, the microphone signal button, the video buttons, and screen share, and there's like a leave button, which is like a X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So my challenge here was to actually get to be able to see you in my teleprompter. So yeah, so how because we had issues when we were starting actually.
Yeah.
With I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. It was
So
weird.
yeah, I couldn't hear you, and the problem was because I was using virtual cables. So if you guys are familiar with virtual cables, it's like a virtual audio mixer kind of thing. So the way I do it usually when I'm streaming, I use this microphone, and I will process it through Adobe Audition, and so I will add effects and stuff like that, and then I will output through virtual cables back into OBS. So I'm doing all the processing through Adobe Audition. So we're trying to do that now with the new feature, the Collab Cam. I'm actually able to send to choose which audio source that I want to send to Steve, which is something that I did, but I sent him the virtual cables and he was able to hear me, but I couldn't actually hear him. So I don't know why. I don't know, maybe if it has to do with the hardware that I was actually using. I don't know if it's something that they say, if I'm sending you my toner microphone that I'm using right now, maybe has to be the same thing. I mean, it was just the routing thing, but all my routing was actually messed up. I couldn't even. I tried to monitor my, my intro music, my countdown timer. I couldn't hear it. And that's how I figured, I deleted all the virtual cable stuff off of my scenes and from my scenes. And now I was able to get my audio back kind of working. So it was a challenge. I thought it was the Collab Cam problem, but I don't think it was actually a Collab Cam problem. So
Yeah. You said that you tried it with your friend the other day and the same problem was occurring, but I guess this was like the source of it.
yeah, because the thing is, I can see in Streamlabs, like here, I can see your audio. I could see the signal coming in, but the
Yeah.
problem, I couldn't hear you. So somehow I think it was my routing that was kind of messed up. Okay, so
Yeah.
I believe you have someone in the chat. Let me see if I'm actually able to read some messages. Yeah, we got Scooter. Joe says looks and sounds good. Okay, so Joe says, Sam, your audio and video is a little bit off sync, and Steve's sync is perfect. Cool, thanks, man. I appreciate that's something that I thought about too, because usually I always have to adjust my audio in OBS. So this is gonna be something that I'm gonna have to test. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, I appreciate. But I'm actually surprised why Steve's audio is good and mine is out of sync.
So from my end here, what I can see when you're like talking,
Okay.
your lips are like, it's like, I think half, like a millisecond late. That's what
Okay.
I'm seeing here.
Okay.
I didn't notice at first, but now that I'm actually paying attention,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I can see.
So if I clap,
Yeah, so the audio comes first, and then the video syncs with it after.
oh, okay. Okay, that's something that I can actually fix for sure. So you said the audio comes first, right?
Yeah.
Let me see, maybe there's actually a way that I can fix it. Okay.
Here, Lu Kang 808 is asking if he could get this on OBS.
So no, you can't.
It's like a separate. It's like OBS, but it's another software, right?
Yeah, so if you're talking about Collab Cam, so Collab Cam, if you switch from OBS to Streamlabs, by the way, OBS and Streamlabs, they are almost like twins. They are almost the same. The only the only difference is Streamlabs is gonna be more, I would say, easier. You're gonna have some presets kind of already built into it. You're gonna see the interface is a little different, but it's the same concept. You have sources, you have scenes and sources, and like the routing, audio mixer. It's almost everything you have in OBS. And yeah, obviously the only difference is you're gonna have some, maybe they say like overlays, if you wanna you can buy overlays, can have them installed in there. You can have like your chat. You can multi-stream to multiple destinations with Streamlabs. You don't have to kind of go, like with OBS, you have to get some plugins and to do certain things. In Streamlabs, everything is already there for you. You don't have to go look for plugins and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so if you want to use this feature, you're obviously gonna have to switch to Streamlabs, which is like, personally, I don't mind, like, as long as Streamlabs does the thing for me. I don't mind switching, to be honest. So
yeah, I feel like with Streamlabs, the advantage of it compared to OBS is that you can actually just have collabs. I don't think OBS has something like this right now. I'm not sure. I haven't used it that much, but
no, OBS doesn't. You have to use things like Zoom or Video Ninja. That's what I use. I usually use Video Ninja with OBS. So so I have a way to off sync. Let me try 300 milliseconds and see what happens. Usually I do it in Premiere, so I will know exactly how many frames I'm kind of late, and then I will just fix it. But let me know, is it better now?
it's still, say something or clap, or
Is it? Yeah, let me clap.
it's a little closer, but it's not completely synced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better or is it worse? Sometimes you can
It's
make
a,
it
it's
worse.
it's a little better, just a little.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a progress. Maybe I can try 400 milliseconds and see.
Here, Stuka Joe is asking, I use OBS because the freeze filter plugin, and he
Okay.
asks, do you know if Streamlabs has that feature that you can freeze and unfreeze the image?
Hold on a second. All right. Is it better?
Oh,
No?
almost. Yeah, it's better. Say something.
Okay.
I need to like actually see you.
What's going on, guys? This is a test. I'm testing my audio now to see
Okay,
if
it's like 1 millisecond now.
okay, it's probably not gonna be perfect. I'll have to fix it in Premiere Pro. I usually record myself, and I would just see exactly how much time I'm behind. So what was the question? Let's see.
He says that, do you know if Streamlabs has the feature where you can freeze and unfreeze an image?
How do you freeze and unfreeze an image? What do you mean by that?
Like in OBS, apparently there's that feature where you can freeze and unfreeze an image. I don't know, I haven't used that.
I use OBS because of the freeze filter plugin. Do you know if Streamlabs has that feature that you can freeze and unfreeze the image? So I don't know the feature actually. Even in OBS, I've never used that. So like okay, perfect for me. Cool, thank you. Could you pull up a video in the background while using Collab Cam? Yeah, so the way it works, so if you want to like play back a video, is that what you mean? So the way it works, you're gonna add it as a source. Okay, so like the way I added, so you go to your scene. They say the scene, like right now I have different scene. I can show you another scene where I'm just only showing Steve, which would be this one. So you guys right now you're seeing only Steve, right? So Collab Cam is gonna show as a source. So you go to your scene, you created a scene called guest, and then I go to sources, and then I'm gonna add the source. In that source, Collab Cam is actually going to show up as a source, and then you're gonna add, as soon as you click add the source, you have an option to send a link to your guest. So you're gonna send to Steve. By the way, you can add up to 4 guests, which is cool. yeah, you can add up to 4 guests, and then they're gonna have, you know, options to choose a microphone, webcams, or camera to send to you. And then as soon as they send to you, now to be able to hear them, the only thing that I did, I had to go to the audio mixer tab and actually toggle the monitor and output to be able to hear the guests. So that's something you're gonna have to do as well, I believe, to be able to hear the guests kind of speaking to you. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that I did. And you can use the same source now to play things like right now you can see that I have a different scene where I use an overlay, and then I kind of cropped my picture. If you guys, I want to show you a little bit. Want to show you a little quick image. I can, if I remove the image, you guys can see how I cropped everything, right? It's not pretty, but you know, that's how you would do it. Now you can have different overlays. If you have 3 people, you can actually have another overlay maybe for 3 people or 4 people, depending on how many guests you have. If you have 4 guests plus you, that's 5 guests. I mean, that's 5 people in total. You could do that. All right. So that's that. Let's see what's in the chat right now.
Liu Kang says, "I'm sold." So like, how do you get this? How do you get this software?
So you mean Streamlabs or Collab Cam?
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs is actually, you can go ahead and I have a link down below. You go to streamlabs.com, okay? And they have different versions. You're gonna download the desktop version. So it's like a software. Just download the desktop version. Yeah, that's it. You install it. It's like OBS. It's gonna look like almost like OBS, but it's gonna be a little better. It's gonna be more organized, and you're gonna be limited in terms of, if you don't have a feature in it, you're probably not gonna be able to go and install some plugins and, you know, like some let's say if you want to do multi-stream, you can do it unless they have a paid version that will allow you to multi-stream to multiple platforms. For OBS, if you want to do that, there's probably somebody made a plugin for that. But for Streamlabs, you are limited. They're gonna give you certain features, and I mean, to be honest, all the features that you have, you are able to stream on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, full HD, no problem. Now they added this feature, is actually free, to be able to bring in guests kind of with the feature that is kind of built into the software. This is, I mean, I'm sold too. I'm kind of sold.
Yeah, so it's like if OBS was more streamlined, where it's like it's easier to use, it's more user friendly. Because I know that OBS means Open Broadcasting System or software, which means it's an open source. So like, you know, anybody can make. Exactly.
Yeah.
But this one is like everything that you would need, the company made it available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they claim to be open source software. Yeah. But the way they lay out their software, maybe you probably have to, I'll have to confirm with them. I think you would need to, let's say if you make a plugin for Streamlabs, somehow they have to approve it.
Yeah.
Because it's owned by Logitech. Yeah, it's owned by Logitech. If you guys know about Melon app is actually is the same. It's like a brother or sister to Streamlabs, same, owned by Logitech. So somehow you would need to get it approved, and you know, like they really own the software, you know. But like they're gonna have certain things that you can do in there pre-made for you, but if you see the pattern, the pattern is like they are following OBS really, like the way it's designed and everything. It's really like OBS. So if you're coming from OBS and you want the ease of use, Streamlabs is the way to go for sure.
Yeah, I find that when I use OBS, I don't use it often, but like I find myself that I need to sometimes relearn to use a lot of things just to get myself familiar with it over and over. But like, I like the customizability of it, but at the same time, I just want to have my setup to do one thing and just go ahead.
Yeah, I think Streamlabs is like a sweet spot between OBS and some other kind of already pre-made for you
Yeah.
software. To be honest, I'm addicted to OBS. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I'm addicted to OBS because I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
But OBS takes a lot of time to set up.
It
Like
does.
like I've been having some issues this off sync thing. Like I set up my microphone, like all the delays and everything, and I think somehow there's a new update with OBS, and it's actually, I didn't update it, but for some reasons I started noticing when I'm live streaming, because I do live stream on Amazon. Sometimes I'm like, my lips are off sync. I'm like, this thing is already set. Why is it changing? I didn't change anything. Same microphone, same software. Like, what's going on? Is it like my computer maybe getting slower at processing, because I'm processing audio from Adobe Audition? I don't know. So like, that's the problem with OBS. Now, if you use things like, there's some other tools that will kind of, automate everything that you do, but you feel like you're kind of limited too. So
Yeah.
that's that.
I guess the advantage here is that for anyone who just doesn't want the fuss of setting up everything, who just want
Yeah.
things to work, Streamlabs. But yeah, and we have some more questions here.
Let's
Uh,
see.
from Lu Kang, he's saying, "How is the Chroma key on Streamlabs?"
Good one. It should be, let me go ahead and actually try it, but it should be as good as any other software, to be honest. Because you got all the like, to be honest, I've never tried it myself. In fact, I'm really because I heavily use OBS, but it should be as easy as using it in OBS. Chroma key. Yeah, it should be as easy as using OBS. I will actually suggest you take time if you want to try Streamlabs, because it's free, guys. It's free. You don't have to do anything. I mean, you don't have to pay any money for it, unless they have a paid version of it where they give you more stuff. But with the free version, you can still actually try it and see, depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's about really adding filters. So if I go to my image right now, let me see if I can actually go to filters. So chroma keying should be in filters, guys. I don't want to mess up my my stream right now.
I want to go through that problem
Edit
again.
filters, add filter. So in the filters, you have crop, you have gain, you have color correction, you have scaling, you have scroll, you have color key. So the color key, that's the chroma keying feature that you're looking for. So you just gotta play with it depending on what you're trying to do. This should do the thing. Will Streamlabs recognize OBS virtual camera? Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, why not? Because I was using virtual cables, right? VB, and it was working. So I was able to send my to virtually send my audio, my microphone through from Adobe Audition into Streamlabs, no problem. So virtual webcam from OBS, it should work.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I don't see why you would do that. I don't know what you think, Steve. But like
does Streamlabs have its own like virtual cam?
Yeah, it actually does. I think it's new. It's new. Let me go get it right now. Virtual. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Yep. I think I've seen it in sources. Video capture card, screen capture. Yeah, I think he has it. I've seen it. You can also like but I think OBS has it too. You can have a way to, like right now I created like a projector stream kind of extra output that I can drag to my second monitor or my teleprompter to be able to monitor the stream, which is cool. I can also, another cool thing about Streamlabs is I can see all the comments, guys. All the comments that you're sending, I'm actually able to see them within Streamlabs.
Yeah, that's
So
the
I
next
don't.
question here.
Oh, that was the next question.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Will Streamlabs allow you to select YouTube comments from the live chat? Okay. Now that's a feature that I'm gonna be exploring more, but I can see the chat right now. I can see all the chat coming in. However, I'm not able to go ahead and actually kind of highlight the chat on my stream. I think that's the question that you actually had. Another cool thing about Streamlabs too, I can see all my subscribers. Like if somebody's subscribed right now, I would see it. I have a mini feed that I can see all that, which is cool. So
I have a question for you, actually.
yeah, go ahead.
How does the interface look like? Can you show us? You said it's
Yeah,
similar to OBS, but more simpler. Like, what do you
yeah.
see?
Let me see how I can. Let me create a scene. Let me create a scene and I will show you guys. So say screen. It's probably better to do it that way. And screen capture. Should be this one. Okay, done. Okay, and I'm gonna add all my audio so you guys can hear me. All right, so probably if you, so this is what this is what Streamlabs actually looks like. Now I don't think if you talk, that's the problem with Collab Cam. That's something that I have to actually find out, because right now if you were to talk, Steve, your audio is not on this scene. I need to figure out how to actually do it, right? So if you can see, you have a microphone right here and you guys should be able to hear me, but your scene is right here. So if I send it to live, now you are able to see me and hear me, and people on the stream will be able to see us, both of us, you and me. Your audio is there. So but on this screen share right here, so if I try to add, so if you guys can see, I can go, this is where Collab Cam is. As you can see, if I add the source, it's gonna be right here, right? So it's gonna be right here, Collab Cam. If I click to it, say click add the source, you can see I have Steve. Now if I wanted to have Steve now show with my screen capture, I can go ahead and actually add him and maybe put him somewhere here. Which is cool. Now his audio should be able to be on the stream.
Hello.
Yeah, because now I can see it. Right?
That's good.
So the audio, your audio is kind of embedded with your video.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be something to consider. I don't know how, because if I'm showing a scene where you're not in that scene, I want you to be heard on the stream as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. Probably there's probably a way to do it. Again, this is new. Like, this is my first time. This is the first time we're trying it, guys. But it's interesting. Like,
It's real interesting. I didn't expect the interface to look like this.
but you can see it.
Yeah.
It's like OBS, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, like, I have all my scenes here. I created everything from scratch, and then you have your sources. So you can go here to source and add the new source. Now, another cool thing is if you go, obviously I don't want to leave the stream, but there are many things here to customize what's going on, you know. You have some layouts here. You can change your layouts. You have some stats here. You can see my YouTube followers are here. You can connect your Twitch account, your Facebook account if you want. You can highlighter, like few things you can do here. Some of the stuff that I'm not familiar with.
Can you do these things on OBS or not?
No, you can't.
Damn.
A lot of things you can do. So now you have themes, you know, like you can download some overlays directly from the website. Now you have some free ones and you have some paid ones. That's why if you need the paid ones, you kind of have to go with the Prime. It's called Prime. So you would have to pay for it to get some, you know, good looking ones, but you can get free ones, or you can design your own.
You can design your own. Wow.
Yeah. You see, like,
this is a lot more features than I expected.
Yeah, it's powerful, man. It's awesome.
I might actually even start using this.
No, it's awesome. I may switch too, or I may, you know, keep using OBS on some projects, some live streams, and Streamlabs for other projects. Now, I like the fact that I can actually easily bring in guests. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Now I can go back to the stream.
I feel like stream as well.
Come again?
I feel like this is something that people who live stream would really like to. They can take a lot of advantage into this.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we have some questions. The only reason I use StreamYard is because 1, bring guests, and 2, you can select YouTube comments from the live chat. Yeah, I mean, my man, I hate to say it, but I love StreamYard. But the game is changing. Now with Streamlabs, for free, you can bring in up to 4 guests, which is cool. And this is not gonna be a web browser based. This is an installed software, which is supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to be better than a web browser based software, as long as you have a powerful computer. And you have like all the flexibility in Streamlabs. Now with OBS, there's a way to bring in guests, but it's a headache. Okay, it's a headache.
I didn't even.
But now with Streamlabs, you can just do it.
Yeah,
it's free. So it's probably, if you have a good computer, allow StreamYard, but the game is changing. So maybe you may be. Again, the link is down below, guys. There's a link to streamlabs.com website, and you can go ahead and actually check it out for sure. Try it. That's what I tell people. Try it. If you don't like it, at least you give it a try.
Yeah. Here it says the downside of StreamYard is that it's 30 frames per second, and he would like to stream in 60. Yeah,
that's the thing. That's why I said browser-based software or apps, they're always limited. So if you're using StreamYard, EVMax, I love EVMax. Melon app is a brother or sister to Streamlabs as well. They are perfect. They're made for people who are not really tech savvy, or people who want like an easy life. Everything is kind of pre-made for you. It's gonna be probably 1080p, 30 frames per second, or 720, 30 frames per second. That's it. You can't change your bit rate. You can't change your frame rate. Everything's kind of pre-made for you, because at the end of the day, you're working with the browser, right? So there are some limitations, you know. That's that. Let's say as soon as Streamlabs allows to select comments from the live chat, I will switch. I hope the game changed. Look, there's another way to do it, by the way. You can hold on a second. There's a tool that I use. I have a video that will explain. Let me see if I can actually get it right now. Maybe now. But I have a video that you can actually, because Streamlabs allows you to bring in a browser source, right? So with the browser source, you can actually find a way to bring in comments. However, I still have comments in here. I can see all of the comments you guys are sending, and there's a way to have your comments using the sources. So if I go to source, let me go to my, if I go to source here, hold on. Always try to avoid this effect. So if I go to sources here, as you can see, I have what's called it should be here. Let me go to widget, the chat box. Okay, this is what other people use. Okay, so if I go ahead and bring in a chat box and just go add source. Okay, so this is a chat box. Okay, and theme clean, you can choose have different presets here. You can choose what you want, and then click done, and then so if you guys send in comments, I should be able to see the chat here. But this is something that I have to test with YouTube. But I know it works with Twitch. So let's go to, let me go back to Steve's. Let me try to send a comment and see. Steve, do you have your phone? Can you send some comment in the chat just to do a quick test?
Yeah. I'm on YouTube right now. Does that it works?
Just send,
okay.
Yeah, just a quick.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, the chat is there. You can see your message is there actually. So if I go, this is something you can actually customize. So if I go to duo scene here, let's go to add a source, and then I'm gonna go to chat box widget, and then chat box, boom. Yep. So right now I have the chat box. I can put it in front of Steve just for testing. And if somebody was to send in some comments, they should be able to appear here. Usually you would design a nice looking overlay for this. All right. So let's see if we get some messages. Let me see. I can send a message little quick. Can you send another chat, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely.
See? Can you see it? Oh, you can't. Can you see on the stream? It's there.
I have to wait because on the stream there's like a delay.
Yeah, there's a little delay, but you can see that it's possible to have the chat box. Now if you have to have the individual messages, that's something that you can actually do. You can use a browser based. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, you can use a browser source to kind of do that, which is it's really, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Joe says, yes, I can see it. Cool. Yeah, so you can have like a chat box, Joe, that like messages are gonna keep coming in as people send in chat. But if you want to highlight every single message, that's something that I have to confirm. I'm not sure if Streamlabs actually has that feature, but you can use, there's a tool called, I actually have a video about it that was made by the same guy that made Video Ninja, that you can actually use to bring in a browser source, and you can actually use that to highlight every single message, kind of like a well-designed message, like as a lower third. That's possible. So yeah, go try it, man. Go try it. The link is down below, streamlabs.com. Yeah, and go ahead and actually check out Collab Cam, and let us know if you actually like it. So far, you guys are saying the audio is good, the image looks good, so we're probably gonna do it again another time, do more testing. Yeah, Steve, anything you want to say? I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I think I'm just like Joe. I'm pretty sold too. I didn't know about this before. But,
a lot of people don't know about Streamlabs. This is a shame. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start making more videos about Streamlabs. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, I don't even know if a lot of churches are using Streamlabs. A lot of people use OBS. I don't know why.
People use OBS because OBS it's free. It's the first thing that you find when you look for a broadcasting software.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start making more videos, more content about Streamlabs. I feel like more gamers actually know about Streamlabs. But other people who are into streaming, like, churches or streaming, like doing video podcasts and stuff like that, don't really use Streamlabs that much. So I believe it's time, because it's a powerful tool and it's actually free. So and it's worth trying, to be honest. It has a lot of features, including the new feature. This is gonna be awesome. Super exciting to be able to have guests inside Streamlabs for free. So guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody everyone for joining. Thanks Steve for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Having me.
Guys, again, today's stream is actually sponsored by Streamlabs, so go ahead and actually check them out. I'm super happy that a lot of people, including Steve, are going to be checking it out. So yeah, we're gonna be making more content about this software. Again, everything is free, but they have a paid version that will allow you to get more stuff like overlays and stuff like that. If you you kind of like those kind of stuff, you would feel free to subscribe and get those juicy stuff. But with their free tier, you're still gonna be happy. You can stream in full HD on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. You can change your frame rate, your bit rate, add browser sources, bring in guests, up to 4 guests. Like, guys, this is awesome. All right, guys, so Joe says cheers, man.
Cheers,
good to see you here, and we will see you next